Hey everybody, how's it going? So I finally got my short block all put together. It's a 2110 with 82 millimeter crank, and after looking at it, I decided I needed a engine run stand, just so I can look at any leaks or anything that's going on with it before I put it in. I don't want to risk messing up my paint trying to operate the engine inside, so this is what I'm working on right now. Went out and I got a bus bell housing, and I put a little adapter on it for the engine stand. Got a starter right there, and then this is the engine stand. um all right, so I guess never mind on the having to get some wire wheels from Lowe's. I sprayed some purple power on this, took a wire brush to it, and it looks like this cleaned up quite pretty nice. I'll be able to go ahead and paint it up. I'm not trying to make it perfect. I'm just trying to, I don't know, I'm just trying to go for aesthetics, quick aesthetics. That's it. But I'm going to go ahead and paint this up. I'm going to go ahead and mount the bell housing to the engine, and I'll start putting everything on as far as the top end goes. So this is a pretty good example of why my projects take forever. I get carried away and I always take it way too far. So I actually did end up getting a wire wheel for my grinder, and I'm gonna actually go through it real quick and just clean and prep the surface for some paint. I know this is totally unnecessary. Y'all want to see a video on how I made my engine stand, but here's the art part of it, I guess. I'm gonna do a blue. This is just some paint I had. It's a full can. I was originally gonna do the engine with this, but I changed my mind. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grind it down, paint it, and then I'll get everything back together. So this is the bell housing. It's a Volkswagen bus bell housing, and it's mounted to this 2 5/8 tube here. So that just slides right into the engine stand. And then right over here you have your starter. Goes in. I'm gonna go ahead and slap that controller on the back, and I should have a engine stand. So I just got the controller for my engine run stand, and just got it maybe 20 minutes ago. So check it out. It costs about $100, but it's a pretty self-contained unit. And I don't really feel like going out and searching for gauges and an ignition switch, and I figured this would just be the easier way to go. It's got a magnetic mount on it, so let me show you what I got. It's my first time checking this out too. Okay, so let's see. So this is made by Zalex, and it's got a pretty self-explanatory diagram here. Makes things a lot easier. Check out what we got here. Oh, nice. Okay. Nice. Okay. So this is the unit. you have your ignition on and off. So I guess if I understand right, this is powering the coil. And I guess if you just want to pump your engine over to build oil pressure, that's what you want to do. And along with the wiring, you have the positive and negative. And you got your wire for the alternator / generator, your oil pressure gauge or oil pressure sensor. And then you have your ignition for the ignition coil. And then you have the wire for the ignition solenoid, the starter solenoid. It's got a magnet on the back, makes things real easy to mount. So, alright, now that I got the engine stand all cleaned up, I'm gonna hook this up and we'll see how it goes. Just got my bell housing painted, the engine stand painted, and I painted the battery and the starter too. But got my starter right there, or my control box, and just got the rest of my parts in today too. That's almost $500 worth of parts, but I'm gonna throw that engine on there, and then go ahead and put those parts onto that engine and throw everything into this car and call it a day. So there you go, got it all put together. I'm gonna wait on mounting the engine for tonight, but there you go. You got the battery there. You got the frame painted black, and then the bell housing with that forward blue. I went ahead and installed the starter. Then I went ahead and mounted the control box right here. And basically, the starter's always hot. So, say for example, I want to build up oil pressure. I'm gonna have this off. I'm gonna crank start until the oil light comes on. Then I'll go ahead and do run, and that's going to power the ignition coil there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the whole setup. Pretty clean. Gotta add another wire from the positive side of my battery to the starter solenoid there, and then apart from that, everything else comes with it. So there you go. You know, it's crazy. Feel like I've been at it all day and this is all I've gotten done. Maybe it's just because the days are shorter. But yep,